Hey, baby. Sorry, no flannel today.
That's all right. That's
Sorry,
okay.
no flannel
That's
today.
okay. You'll be hard pressed not to see me in flannel for a few months here, I think.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
And I'm
I'm just
doing
So
something.
rocking
that
my
means
typical Wu-Tang.
that means Bill's gonna be wearing flannel for the next couple months if you're gonna be wearing it, Rich.
That might be
I
true.
have a closet full of flannel, so don't act
Look,
like I
I'm
don't.
I'm buttoning up as opposed to down, which is my normal case. So you know that the
Winter's coming.
officially changed.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
We already saw your chest hair today. It was already glorious.
Yeah, it was. That was a nice wake up call. I
Hey
appreciate
man, look, we have an unwritten rule about our text chain and what can be posted and what can be shared in the public sphere. And nude pictures of each other in bed in the morning are certainly not on that shareable sphere. Okay.
Sorry.
I read the fine print and that was there.
Oh,
Fine.
okay. You, Mr.
Oh yeah,
Fine Print,
you wrote the
Ranjavin.
fine
you
print.
wrote the fine
piece
print. You
of
did.
shit. You wrote the fine
Dude,
print
oh
real
my
early.
God. What was that? The first week, right?
Yeah, the whole thing almost came fucking crashing
Right.
down because of your stupid fine print.
Yeah. I didn't read it. I didn't read it properly. I apologize.
That's okay. We got past it.
Yeah.
You also didn't read the NFL scores today properly, too, bitch tits.
Ooh, all right. Some more inside talk. So now, look, Bill, you always jump ahead here on the early line stuff. We talk about this on Tuesday.
I know. I just wanted to throw it in real quick.
Okay.
Why?
Well,
What's the point?
Because I asked
congratulations
earlier
on
and
potentially
you-
doing well this week.
You lied.
I didn't lie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He's very dumb.
Me.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Yes.
questioning his secretary skills. Remember, over
That's
the
true.
pants hand job is off the table on Secretary's Day now. This is
That's
just too many mistakes.
Look, we are not one to catch a lot of mistakes because stupidity runs pretty rampant in the three here. But if Bill and I start to notice a trend here, Ray, we might have to have an official audit.
That's fine.
We're
You
gonna
can
have
audit
to
all you want, boys.
Go through the ledger, and I still to this day imagine it being, now Ray, you're not going to get this because you're an idiot, but I do imagine it being Charlie Day's dream book. So we're not going to be able to really read fucking anything that's in there. We're just going to have to trust you. So I think you'll be okay regardless.
Hey, man.
I kind of wish Bill was in last place because his penalty would be he can't make any Always Sunny in Philadelphia references ever again on the show.
Wow.
Wow. Are you
Wow.
serious? Ooh, I could do that.
That would be your
that's a-
penalty if you lost.
Dumbass.
The only
penalty.
one would know would be Rich because you don't watch that fucking show, you idiot.
Yeah, he could just keep making them, and then I could pretend not to hear it.
God damn it, I hate you both. I hate this bad cop bull.
Tough day for you, Ray. What kind of fucking sweater are you wearing there, by the way?
Ah,
Is that-
I want it. No, I want it. Oop, which way? Candy Woods, baby.
Ah, hot dog eating contest?
Yeah.
Really? Really?
No.
Oh.
I like how you were impressed at first.
You had me on the second one. I was impressed. I actually was impressed. Like, holy shit. Eating hot dogs is not easy. That's a stupid contest.
Oh, I should find some old video of me and Marty had a hot dog eating contest, and it must have been. It was the funniest, grossest thing. It was on the beach of Lake George in New York.
Yeah,
and we
most
had been
people
up-
just call those home sex videos, Ray. Or Bill, sorry.
Yeah, were your pants on or off?
We were on the fucking beach surrounded by 100 people. Like, fuck off.
Yeah,
Wow.
sure. You and Marty
hate
are
you
just
two
69
assholes.
and counting how many times it goes in and out.
Did you guys
I
try to
hate
put
you
cocky on all
assholes.
the strangers' faces over there on the beach?
No, never mind. I was gonna.
Welcome
do
to the Civil
Ray's
Mind
mom
Sports
joke,
Show, Monday headlines, December 14th. Already, is that right?
No.
What is it, the 7th?
7.
Ah, Pearl Harbor Day. Respect and remember,
Have
never
some
forget.
respect, you
the original,
idiots.
never forget. Look, I have no concept of time, day, night, or whether the sun is up or down. Bill, shut the fuck up. Welcome to the show.
Yeah, Bill, shut the fuck up.
I know this is a long.
I'm
weekend for me.
literally going on
Nice.
3 hours of sleep today. Just leave me alone. I could
No,
barely.
I was up drinking late last night too. I don't drink late night.
I don't think Rich was up drinking late night last night.
No, I got into the social media wars last night after drinking heavy from 5 o'clock on. It was nice.
On our account?
No, I just mean amongst friends.
Sure.
Weird.
Sure. I dipped into that a little bit. I dipped my toe in there a little bit.
Before you go any further, Rich, I thought you didn't do social media, Bill.
I swear to God, I don't know why, but every time someone posts something, I get like an alert. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't know how to fix it. How do I fix it?
You're an idiot. Speaking of alerts, can we talk about sports, you idiots?
Yeah.
Speaking of alerts, here's an alert. The Patriots just had their largest blowout in franchise history, and we're going to do some immediate talk about that, okay? 45-0 over the L.A. San Diego Chargers. I did not think that the San Diego Chargers were this bad, and I know that the Patriots are not this good. So what the fuck just happened?
Can I interrupt you?
I was actually just going to finish with one sentence, Bill, and then say,
Sure.
Bill, why don't you give us your thoughts? But yeah, sure. Why don't you give us your thoughts?
Well, I did say it was going to a touchdown game. You guys said it was be closer, so I just want to go toot.
That's what I did in your mother last night.
Ooh,
a touchdown game, yeah, sure. Try 7 touchdown games.
I didn't expect a fucking.
What happened, Ray? What happened?
Special teams, baby. Special teams showed up today. Jake Bailey didn't have to be the best player because Gunnar Olszewski was the best player on the field today.
Jake Bailey was still the second best player.
Well, of course.
Cam Newton, 69 yards. Nice.
Can I just give a toot a little bit? I said in our pre-show about this game that the Patriots basically didn't even have to show up because Belichick versus Anthony Lynn was going. They could just walk on the field and score 100 points, and that's basically what happened. The Chargers, never mind the success the Patriots had on special teams because they've been good in special teams all year long. And fucking, it's Gunner time, baby. That kid broke out in this game. However, I'm attributing a lot of that to the Chargers.
Oh,
the first punt,
they're terrible.
The first punt they had 10 guys on the field. The second punt they had, they had 12 guys on the field. They couldn't and then the offsides, was it to? They jumped offsides on a 4th and 5 on the third or fourth punt that the Patriots were about to have. Gave them another chance. I believe that turned into a scoring drive. It's hard to pay attention when you have so many in this type of game, but
Cam,
the coaching, the mismatch of coaching, you could tell just by the discipline and that special teams. And the broadcast booth was saying it all season long. They have been atrocious in penalties and just in execution. And yeah, I mean, Ray, that was clearly the biggest difference in the game. You had a blocked punt return for a touchdown, or I'm sorry, blocked field goal return for a touchdown at the end of half. That was a huge momentum swing. Chargers were going to get the ball back. You had 2 interceptions. Once, early in the second half. Obviously, Gunner returning one for a touchdown, having 2 other nice returns. Yeah, it was just complete mismatch across the board everywhere you looked, and the defense showed up. Mm-hmm. The defense showed up. Bill, what's your overall take? What did you think of? Let's go to the defense. Who stood out in the defense?
Winovich. I think I texted you guys. Sunshine was flying all over the field. You saw him. He was sunshine. You saw him getting after Herbert all day. He was in the backfield every single play. He leads the team in quarterback disruptions or whatever, and you saw him all day. Then you saw J.C. Jackson with another pick. Herbert's been playing good pretty much all year since he came in. He's had a couple of bad games, but he was atrocious today.
No, he's been good. Let's not understate how good Justin Herbert's been.
He's going to be rookie of the year. He's been that good.
Last 2 months he's been rookie of the month, and he's had several 300 games. Him and Keenan Allen has the most receptions in the league. He is a bona fide stud wide receiver. Stephon Gilmore, my defensive player of the year, pretty much shut him down. But everyone else shut him down too. I mean, the Patriots switched it up. I thought that this was a classic Bill Belichick game against a rookie quarterback. I couldn't tell when they were the biggest tell when they were playing man or zone is if Stephon Gilmore followed Keenan Allen across the field. But sometimes they switched that up too.
He was on Mike Williams too.
Yep. So they were tossing everything at him, and then all props to this D line. Wise has been playing well. Josh Uche is really coming into his own as a pass rusher. And the best play out of Winovich, I think, is the pick. I mean, if that kid can learn we've been talking about it. Can he be the next Ninkovich, Vrabel, that key linebacker that Van Ooy, that Belichick installs in his defense? If he can drop back into coverage, that's a cardinal sin by Herbert throwing across his body to the back end of the field. But if he can do that kind of stuff and become that kind of player and fill that role for the Patriots, then in all the conversations we've had about what are they going to do moving forward, then you're kind of in business, because that's a key position for this defense in Belichick. And if he can be that guy, that would be great. One last thing about Winovich. There was one play that bothered me. It was a third down, and he got to Herbert, didn't sack him. Herbert got the ball away on a check down, and the running back actually scampered for a few yards. I think it was 13 yards for a first down. He got like 11. But immediately, Winovich got up and started fucking praising himself as the play's still going on 10 yards down the field. I was like, come on, sunshine. Get back in the play. You know he's going to get his ass fucking
Put it next to his flop from last week.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that prima donna in him, but he's a playmaker. I think Uche is coming in.
I like Uche. I want to see him he's getting more playing time now. He should have had a sack. Herbert got rid of it very quickly. I think Herbert's knee was down anyway. It was third down. It didn't really matter all that much, but he's looking good. You're seeing the speed, and that's why they're drafting him in the second round. They could have had Alexander, or the guy from first round pick out of Oklahoma. I forget what his name is for Murphy. Patriots traded him that pick, and that ended up being Uche and Duggar. Right now, that's looking like a good trade down, because I like what I'm seeing in Uche right now, and especially in the expanded playing time. The run defense has looked pretty good the last couple of weeks outside of Houston.
They looked okay today. I thought Eckler. They could have gashed him if they wanted to. Tough game.
It looked better.
Tough game to see it when you go down 14-0 early.
Tough to see game. Yeah.
So
you want to talk about bad penalties too? You remember on third and 14 or 15? Fucking who was it? He ripped David Andrews' helmet right off. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down. You score a touchdown right before the half, and then you block the field goal after you kick off. It was like so undisciplined.
Yeah, if Anthony Lynn has a job tomorrow, it's going to be.
He's got to be gone. He's gone. The Patriots aren't fucking 44-0 good. They're not. They're not that good. And they quit. They fucking quit on Anthony Lynn. It's over. It's time to fire him. He shouldn't have this job for as long as he did. This is it. You've seen all the bad teams. You've seen what it done. Atlanta was driving to win the game today. And they played very, very, very fucking good since they fired Quinn down there. So give it a shot. You saw Detroit just won today. Very good game against Chicago, coming down from 10 points down late in the fourth to win. Coaching change. You saw it in Houston too. Give it a shot. He's toast.
Yeah, if you have a young staple, I think franchise quarterback that Herbert is. I like Herbert. I mean, you just watch him play. 6'6". He gets the ball out quick. He's got a good motion. He overthrew some balls today, but I thought Belichick. That was, like I said before, that was a classic Belichick rookie game. He got in his fucking head.
Come on us like this. Get out of here.
No, but he just looks the part, and he's had some great games, and he doesn't. The way that I saw him handle the pressure, and let's say this too, the Chargers, I believe, were on their third or fourth string left tackle, and you could tell. You could fucking tell.
Dude, Winovich was in every single play in the backfield.
Yeah, they were stunting on that side of the. They were stunting on that side of the. I mean, but to my bigger point, the way that you saw Herbert handle that, and the way that he handles the pocket, I was just like, and then. I guess we can seamlessly transition into the Patriots offense. Ray, if you want to talk about your boy. The way that Herbert moves in the pocket as a rookie and the way that Cam Newton still moves in the pocket as a 10-year veteran, I look at Herbert and go, Jesus, this kid already fucking gets it. And Cam, I know they won. I know he had a good game rushing the ball. I'm not going to shit on Cam Newton. 69 yards passing and one bullet train fucking touchdown throw from 5 yards out.
Terrible throw.
Is it a terrible throw, Bill, or is it only because Rich said it was a terrible
No,
throw?
I swear to God, I rewinded it and looked, and I texted you the exact same thing. High and a bullet.
Hey, for you Patriots Bobos out there, which way do you want him? Because I'm about to praise N'Keal Harry and say, nice catch, N'Keal Harry, who is a piece of dog shit first-round pick wide receiver, or I can say good find Cam Newton. It was a bad throw and a nice catch. That's all I can say about that.
Let's praise. Let's go down the way and praise.
Hold on. I want to get Ray's take on Cam and the offense. Now, I mean, they ran it down their fucking throat. Damian Harris, sweetness, 16 carries, 80 yards, 5 yards per carry. Cam Newton, 14 carries. I saw the stat the other day, not sorry to belabor on this, but he is by far averaging more run attempts this year than any time in his career. Like almost eclipsing it. He's almost at 10. I bet he's over 10 after this game.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, he can't throw, to my greater point. Right. So 12 for 19, Cam Newton, 69 yards. And still, I don't know, you just watch the mechanics of it and you go, you know, it's hard to come out of a 45-0 game and bitch about the quarterback, but I don't think the quarterback play is going to be good enough. I guess my question is, can they win the way this offense played today, Ray?
No. I mean, you got to have more. This is the 2020 NFL. You can't be passing for 69 yards. You got to have at least a 200-yard game in order to compete in the NFL against a good team.
69 yards.
That's
nice.
60.
Nice.
They have won 2 games in a row. One game he threw for 84 yards. The next game he threw for 69 yards. He threw for 69 yards and the team scored 45 points. That's a record somewhere. Someone go on Twitter. That's never going to be fucking broken.
No.
It's amazing. We'd have to go back to some 1940s Packers games where they didn't even invent throwing the ball forward yet to come up with some kind of fucking margin like that. Bill, could you tell us about when you and your grandpapa would go down to the local Ford Field and watch Timbuktu and Johnny Slick Shoes fucking running around?
Fuck off.
What was that power eye with the dot look like in 1946?
What I gave your mother last night.
The old dot. The invention of the forward pass was right in Bill's puberty. He just jacked off to fucking 8mm film of the forward pass the year they invented it.
He's looking at stats in the newspaper and just looking at the forward pass.
You know who's right next to me? Bill Belichick.
Yeah. Like this guy was 6 for 9 for 19 yards. Nice.
Oh.
Ernie Adams was fingering his asshole. No, I want to say, like, I think you can kind of, the Chargers had a 12th ranked defense entering the game. I think that's nothing to sweat on, right? So, they're top 15 defense, but they also 25th in scoring defense. They do give up a lot of points, which is kind of weird because I don't know how that works, but they did look good. The offense, you didn't really need Cam to throw much when you were just running up and down the field. But again, you got punt return for a touchdown, and you got short fields by 2 interceptions. I believe you got a fumble in there at some point too. So you didn't need. You had short fields
returns by Gunner, not to mention.
And then the second punt return that he almost took back. So Cam didn't need to be good. So if your defense is playing the way they should be playing now, the last 2 games outside of the Houston game, which I'm disgusted over because they should be in the playoffs right now if it wasn't for that fucking game. But now you're kind of seeing the young defense kind of play better. I think this is a good young offense with Eckler and Keenan Allen and even Herbert, and especially Mike Williams, good downfield threat. And you just completely and utterly shut them down. And you got a good test coming up this week.
Well, I was just going to ask that. So you said the way that the defense should be playing now, and this team has been Jekyll and Hyde all year long. Especially on the defensive side of the ball. I think the offense has been more consistently mediocre to not good. But the defense has had days where they have a fucking shutout across the country, and then days where they let Deshaun Watson tear him up. So I guess the question is, what is this defense? And we deemed them dead when they lost to Houston. However, even though all the wild card teams won, there's a path, Felger, and the path is 10-6, and you got 4 games left. And next week is probably the Bills. I don't have a ton of faith in the Dolphins, honestly. So
on the road, though, Dolphins on the road, which kind of you never.
Yeah, they suck in Miami. Yep. A bigger point, it's week to week now. So
Tom sucked in Miami.
True.
Tom sucked in Miami.
Thanks, Raymond. Great point, baby.
Is this is this something that we can see McVay? Is this a defense that we could see McVay take advantage of? Is this defensive line establish itself as good enough to hold a team and give the Patriots a chance? Do we believe in this defense, Raymond, moving forward? I guess let me give you a multiple choice. Do you believe in the defense more or the offense more moving forward to get you to 9-7, 10-6?
Defense, for sure. The way the defense has been playing, I mean, they're stepping it up. J.C. Jackson, another interception. He leads the league, I believe, right now. It's
Oh,
eight
yeah,
or seven or eight. Seven?
Nice
Yeah.
play, too.
Great
not to
play.
interrupt
Great
you,
to get
but
his feet in bounds,
Yeah.
too. Awesome.
well, he
play.
peeled his route. Like, it was an overthrow, but he wasn't playing safety out there. He was covering a guy, and he was watching the quarterback, peeled his route off, got the pick. Really nice off-the-ball play. But
Number one cornerback.
there you go.
No, but it's
Go
all
ahead,
these
Ray.
young. It's all these young guys stepping up, like you said. Uches, Winovich, J.C. Jackson. I mean, the McCourties are old as shit. Butler's playing great. Wise played well today. I mean, everyone's stepping up. So that's what you need at the end of the season. You don't want that. You don't want to fade. It's like when you're playing golf. The last few holes, if you're playing well, that's all you remember the next game you go play. That's how the NFL is. You play good the last couple of games of the season. That's how you're going to remember it. So keep going.
Yeah.
And I think this is a very winnable game now going forward because Shawnee McPoopoo Pants, I think Belichick is so far in his fucking head that they have, like, I'm pretty confident that you're going to beat the Rams because of how much Belichick lives in Sean McVay's fucking
Belichick's
head.
dick the night before.
Dude, did you, the fucking, yeah, right?
Bill, tell me everything. Tell me stories.
The footage before the Super Bowl, when they kick off, was embarrassing. And it's going to be the same bullshit.
I don't know if it'll be the same. You lost in the biggest stage to this guy. You've got more experience now. You've had a bad hangover season from the Super Bowl.
I don't think
you just
the
had a
Rams
nice win
offense is that
against
good.
Arizona. My greater point here, Bill, is I think the Rams offense continues to fall directly into the strength of your defense, which is they try to stretch it down the field and they try to give Goff time to get that gigantic windmill wind up in place to try and throw it down the field to guys. And that's that's the Patriots' strength. That's their secondary and their defensive line. If you give them just an extra second, has proven that they're good enough to get there. I mean, I think you saw it today. I think it's the same similar type of offense that the Chargers run. Try to stretch it down the field. That's what Belichick is looking to do. So unless he can adapt on the fly, on a week-to-week basis, yeah, I think you're in for a competitive game next week. Don't count on any type of blowout. This was the most shocking outcome that I could have ever imagined. I
said a touchdown, and this is insane. It's
a touchdown was
insane.
we were shitting on you heavily for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, by the way. Rightfully fucking so. Anything else stand out for you guys in this game? Let me just run through, see if I missed anything. So let's give Gunnar a little bit of shine. What is Gunnar Olszewski?
Are you seeing a weapon on special teams? Because the only reason you kept him on the roster last year was for this.
They had to have seen something, right? You have to. Yeah. You have to trust the coaching staff.
You don't trust him on offense. You trusted him with Stidham when you brought him in. He caught a touchdown pass late, but he's not playing with Cam anymore.
Quick question, Ray. What was the best throw of the day on the Patriots side?
Stidham's. Yeah.
Didn't that just look like an NFL fucking play?
Yeah,
dude, I told you, man.
Led his receiver into the end zone. It was beautiful.
It's like, got the ball, 5 steps back. Gunnar ran his route. He threw it in time. Touchdown. Holy shit. Look at that.
There was a few times where he hit Myers, where Myers had to sit down and fall to the ground. And I think it was one on third down, middle of the field. And if he had let him a little more, he was getting another 5-10 yards. He could have broke it. He had the angle to go, and it's like, damn it. But that Gunnar punt return, it was awesome because you hear on the audio, Justin Bethel was like, hey, run behind me. And he runs behind him, and then he tiptoed the line and stayed in bounds. Great fucking play. But now you're seeing if you could get this consistently, because you saw it, last week or the week before, where you had the 85-yard touchdown call back. You get this consistently, that's a weapon. And especially how bad Cam is. You get him in these short fields like this, your running game is easy enough to close that into for touchdowns.
Yeah, I think that's the greater point. And before I get to that, Justin Bethel worth whatever the $5 million or $6 million Bills paying.
Stupid for my fucking Cardinals to dump him for nothing last year. He's the
that play. He had one of the best plays of the game when he went and saved the Jake Bailey punt. Pitch perfect special teams. But
he would have had another one if Slater didn't run out of bounds too. You see him stop at the end zone. He couldn't touch it. Good veteran play. Young
Smart
guys
play by him.
But hit him.
You know who was there with him that should have touched it is Gunnar, who pulled up. But anyway, look. The problem with all the stuff that you just said before that we just went on that tangent, Bill, is it's not repeatable. It's not something that can be consistent.
Nope.
They don't have a multitude of ways of winning, especially on offense. So
I like that guy Davis though. That guy.
You need consistent field position to I don't know if you guys hear me talking or did my mic go? Or you guys just want to have is this an A-B conversation? You want to see me out of it?
Ray, can you hear him? Never mind.
I didn't hear anything. I heard him tap on the mic.
Ray's delayed because his internet sucks. His internet pays bill. The greater point here is that it's not consistent, and I wouldn't be surprised if they played the Rams next week and they lost 31-17. This is just the volatile type of team that you have. I love to see what they're doing. I think they're all playing for each other and they're playing hard, and that's fun. And 45-0 is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, it was a fucking amazing win in all three facets of the game. It's just hard for me to look at the whole course of the season and go, oh man, we should expect similar play to this moving forward. I don't know. I can't do that yet. Anything else? Nick Folk, another three through the upright. Is that 20 straight?
Yep. Yeah, he hit every extra point too, man. He's been again. You want to talk about quiet weapons? Back-to-back AFC player. Well, he's a 2-time AFC Player of the Week. He's the only I think he's the only kicker ever to have 2 walk-off 50-yard field goals as time expired in NFL history. He's quietly been very good for a guy that didn't kick in the league since 2017, since last year. He was in the AFL or whatever the fuck it was called, AAF.
Yeah.
And he was a veteran guy. I remember a Thursday night game at Tampa Bay, he missed 5 field goals against the Patriots, where if he hits 2 of those, they win the game. Winston's trying to have a 2-minute drive to score a touchdown because Nick Folk missed 5 field goals. And now I don't want to say he's going to be a Pro Bowler, but he's playing at that level at this point in his career.
Well, I mean,
shake your head. I have faith in him more, especially, dude. all 3 of us were sitting in the fans in Philadelphia last year, holding hands, holding hands, praying to fucking God after every field goal or extra point kick. And now we are quietly confident that every kick that he's going to attempt, he's going to make, including back-to-back 50-yard walk-off field goals. That's nothing to sweat for a fucking old guy that his range going into this was 43 yards or lower.
Yeah, no, it's not. And he's been consistent 40-plus in the mid-40s, too. He hasn't had a ton of them, but when he's had them, he's made them. Oh, look, he's had a really, really good year. I don't know. I don't know the kicking landscape in the NFL well enough to call him a Pro Bowler or not. Justin Tucker is your Pro Bowler. How many kickers do they bring to Hawaii? They're not even having a Pro Bowl this year, thank God. But as far as the Patriots are concerned, where that position was always a point of strength for the most part, it's nice to be back in the mindset of not holding hands in Philadelphia, worrying if he can make an extra point.
But that said, if they make the playoffs, everything I just said
goes out the window.
Revert back to Philadelphia.
Yeah, exactly.
Pray with me, Forrest. Pray with me. Dear God, make me a bird. All right, well, good win. Let's see, 6-6. The problem is around the NFL, all of the wildcard teams that you needed to lose won, and a couple of them won in ridiculously embarrassing, stupid fucking fashion. Allow me to start with your goddamn New York Jets.
Jets, Jets.
Now,
Jets.
You know what tanking looks like in the NBA. Go look at the Jets this season. That's what tanking looks like in the NFL. The game that they lost to the Patriots, full-on tank. That throw by Joe Flacco for the interception, when they just should have run the ball, full-on tank. This game today, they gave the Raiders the ball with less than 2 minutes. The Raiders drove down the field. They failed on multiple 3rd downs and multiple 4th downs trying to get to the goal line, and the Jets gave them a holding penalty or pass interference every single time. I think it was 4 separate penalties that allowed the Raiders to get down within the 10-yard line to win the game. And then the Jets held them. Jets actually held them, and they were going to win the game, but they didn't close the clock out, and they kicked it back to them with 35 seconds left, no timeouts, 35 seconds left, no timeouts for the Raiders, and the Jets got beat deep. But David Carr sucks, and he threw the ball over his receiver's head. What happens the very next play? The Jets got beat deep again for the win with no safety over the top, single coverage, Greg Williams defense. It's a tank job. They gave that fucking game away on purpose as much as you can in the NFL. I will believe that forever.
Have you ever heard of another team on a Hail Mary situation play man coverage
No,
on back-to-back plays because Derek Carr overthrew Nelson Aguilar in the back of the end zone by 10 yards. You hit that fucking play, that game was going to be over. And the next fucking play, you go, who is there? Ruggs? Is that the guy they have there?
Yeah. Runs a 4.27.
And you hit him.
He runs a
fucking
4.27,
and you don't put a safety over the top.
He's 10 yards off him on the line.
This is embarrassing. You know what? It was funny too because Jacksonville came down and tied the game. Someone called down and said, "All right, single man coverage. Let the fastest guy run right by you." Because he was, dude. As soon as they tied that game, they're like, "Oh fuck, Jacksonville, Jacksonville, oh fuck."
Yeah, and that was the other game, Jacksonville, Minnesota. Now Minnesota is technically fighting for a playoff spot, but if you've watched any of their games, I've watched the last couple weeks. They've all been close. They are acting like they're tanking, but they just suck. They just suck. They give up plays left and right. Today was no different against Jacksonville, but Jacksonville is outright tanking, like you said, Bill. I think they got the call and said, "Look, the Jets are trying to do their thing. We got to lose this fucking game." And they did. They went to overtime. It was everything in each other's power not to win. And inevitably, the Vikings got the win on a fumble or a pick in overtime, right? I didn't see the exact
No,
play,
it was a big or
it was a turnover.
It was a punt return. It was like a
right. Either way, it was a bad play by the Jags, probably on purpose.
Can I ask you one question though? Justin Jefferson or Stephon Diggs?
Jefferson.
Oh, what a fucking trade. Stephon Diggs or Justin Jefferson for the Bills? Jefferson.
Dude, Jefferson.
Holy shit.
He's just a better receiver.
What a trade. You want to talk about – oh, never mind. I don't want to go on a tangent, but damn, what a trade. That guy's special. That guy is fucking special. And the Patriots traded out for number 23. And seeing how special he is, he would have been fucking perfect here. And that's a miss in my book.
Big old list of wide receivers that would have been perfect in that draft for the Patriots.
But you got Duggar and Uche, which I just was on record.
Raymond,
love, so.
What's standing out to you today, Sunday in the NFL?
Yo.
God, you're delayed.
Browns are 9-3.
They tried to blow it. Can I go?
How about
now? Yeah, you're delayed.
Can I go real quick?
Yeah.
The first place New York first place Giants. Sorry, I'm a little fucked up today. I've been drinking for a little while.
You think?
Dude, Seattle.
Don't think that's not making on the internet.
Yeah, I don't care. Dude, Seattle, that's a big win.
Yeah.
That win number 5 for them. They're playing well under Joe Judge. We kind of made fun of Joe Judge as that rah-rah guy earlier, but that team loves to play for him. And
they've been playing hard all year.
That's a big win with Daniel Jones out, Colt McCoy. You've been picking them on our Pick'em show all year, and they've been not only covering but winning outright in some of those games. So you're seeing it now, and they look like the hottest team in that NFC East, and they're in all these games. That was shocking. I did not expect them to beat Seattle like that, especially with the backup quarterback.
Yeah, they've been in all the games all year long, I think, and playing pretty hard there. And
they're a bullshit pass interference penalty away from beating Tampa Bay too. Don't sweat on that too.
If Daniel Jones comes back and can eliminate some of those interceptions and turnovers, which he started to do the last couple of games, they're a formidable team with some talent.
You're seeing the talent there. You're seeing why they drafted him.
You got Saquon coming back next year, so they should be a good team in that division, as opposed to say the Philadelphia Eagles, who are absolute trash. Carson Wentz got benched today. And the other thing I was going to say in Seattle, as much as the Giants are trending up, Seattle's trending down. They have not looked good.
Their defense is bad. Russell Wilson, he just looks like he's doing just everything. You're seeing it in all these seasons. He's breaking down. Stay in the pocket. Stop extending these plays. Watch the hits. You're running down. You're seeing it 31 or 32 years old. You're seeing it the same age as Cam. I get it. He's a more pocket quarterback than Cam, but you're seeing him run around and take a lot of big hits. I
don't even know if it's the hits. I don't know if the offense suits them. They have 2 wide receivers seemingly in Lockett and DK Metcalf, and Metcalf is such a beast. Because of the offense they run and trying to get it down the field to him, he makes a lot of plays. It keeps him competitive. But just watching them play, it's like, every once in a while you're waiting for Russ to pull one out of his ass, and he usually does, which keeps him competitive. But when he doesn't, it looked like this, which was a 5-8 ball game in the third quarter. Just gross. Ray, you back with us? Do you got anything shaking and baking around the NFL today you'd like to talk about?
Browns 9-3.
God, you
Never thought I'd see that in my lifetime. Still bad. How's it still bad?
First time because
I
you're
like
delayed. You're so
First time
delayed right now.
I like that
13.
he tries to
I
sneak.
just said 9-3, then I paused to see if you guys are pissed me off. Oh God.
Just talk, you idiot. This is how
I
it
am
works.
talking. The Browns are 9-3. First time in 13 years. They're going to have a winning season. They're playoff bound. Baker Mayfield looked like a first round overall pick today. Very surprising. Very surprising out of the Browns.
Over your Tennessee Titans, Bill, are they trending the wrong way?
They tried to blow it, 35-41. But no, you're seeing them get blown out by the Colts and then kind of have a big bounce back game. So I think it's just one of those games. They're right there. You saw the Colts. I mean, they're going to make the playoffs. But again, when they got hot, they got hot. AJ Brown missed some time with some injury. He came back.
Derrick Henry looked like shit.
Yeah, he 2 fumbles. I know he had one. I think he had 2
First time
fumbles.
he fumbled in a year. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they contained him good. He wasn't really needed in the second half. They scored a lot of touchdowns in garbage time. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Their defense.
Derrick Henry's a beast, man, but he's in his second contract. And how many hits can you take?
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, these guys start to wear down when you
Zeke.
ride them as hard as they've been. I mean, Derrick Henry gets the ball 2 out of 3 plays.
Think about Zeke in Dallas his first 2 or 3 years. Before he got suspended, he led the league in carries back-to-back years. They almost gave him 300 carries every fucking year. They rode him. Dak Prescott's early rookie year, because there was talk with Dak should have won the rookie year, and they gave it to Zeke. They rode him. The 2 years was just carry. And you're seeing it now. He sucks. He's a shell of himself.
Yeah, you lose a step. That's just what it is. All right, lastly, just in terms for the Patriots and the path, to reiterate where we started this, Raiders won. Browns won.
Dolphins won.
Dolphins won. Indy won. Everybody won. It's 10-6. You got to win out. You got to win out, and even then, I think you might be searching for a division.
No.
You might be playing for that division. Because you got to show me who's going to lose.
Buffalo is Pittsburgh, right?
You got to show me who's going to lose.
Yep.
See, Miami, I think, because you have the tiebreaker. So if you play them one more time and you beat them again, especially if you beat the Rams this week and you go in and you beat Buffalo, you beat Miami, you flip-flop Miami out of playoff team and you're right in there. 10-6 can get you win, especially when you play Miami.
That's what I said.
Miami's the biggest game left on the schedule, especially if you beat the Rams, in my opinion, because if you beat them and if they lose one other game, you're in. That's the playoffs right there, because you already got Baltimore and you already got the Ravens, and they're both trending down.
Assuming that you win out.
Yeah, I think they are. I said they were going to win out. I said they were going to win out before they lost to Houston. I said they were going to win out and go 11-5. So I'm pretty confident they're going to win out.
We shall see. All right, that was a lot of NFL talk for a Monday. So just quickly, Raymond, condolences. We'll give you some time for your Revs. Please tell us what happened today.
Columbus Crew outplayed them. They outpossessed them. They had one scoring chance, and he should have passed to Boa, but he didn't. And Columbus Crew is moving on to the finals. New England with Bruce Arenas, though, it could make waves, especially if they get a new stadium, which talks are, I guess there's some talks going on for downtown Boston, so we'll see what happens.
Billy on the pitch, anything to add quickly?
Go Revs.
Go Revs. Nice season.
Yeah, congratulations. Hey, Ray.
Congrats on getting there.
Don't forget that guy said he'd come on after the season.
There's always next year. The guy he's talking about is me coming on your mouth.
Yes.
This has been the Simple Minds Sports Show, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day, Remembrance Day. We'll see you for Fat Tuesday. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. By the way, no baseball moves by the Red Sox. Boo.
And the NHL is still in limbo.
Yep. January 15th.
Those were.
You sent that
January
email.
15th.
I looked. I'm like, did he sign someone today?
No.
He's so delayed. He is so fucking delayed. He's
Yeah,
so delayed.
That's all right. We'll do a new one, and he'll get back in. Look how angry he is, though. He's so upset. I feel bad.
Oh, punchy little doughboy's upset. Just
Go-
gonna hear it now. Ready?